So today we are going to be talking about the 4 tools that you need in order to exit the matrix. We've talked about how to control the matrix. We've talked a lot about what the matrix is. And there is a way to go even beyond what I've taught you before, which is controlling the matrix. And that is enough for some people. But you can actually exit the matrix completely. So before we go any further, let's just talk about what is the matrix. This is not a new concept. We have different words for it now, but the ancients had a word for the matrix, and it was called Maya, or illusion. And Maya was the universe. And Maya was a goddess. She was a goddess who created physical reality. And so they themselves, the ancients, thousands of years ago, the Vedic masters were saying that our life here on earth was nothing but an illusion. And they sought to escape the matrix through high-level meditative practices. And that's how they achieved exiting the matrix. Today we have a different word. We don't call it Maya. We don't call it illusion. We call it the matrix. And this is coming off of the movie The Matrix, which I believe to be a channeled mythological teaching for this generation. Because we do live in a computer program. It's not created the same way we would think of a computer program. There isn't a human being typing in data into a computer and sending it on the internet. We don't live on the internet. We live in a dimension that is for lack of a better word, a false dimension. We live in a matrix. Matrix means the mothers. So there again you have the connection to Maya, the goddess who creates illusion. But we live in an actual matrix that is woven together with strands of conscious life force energy. My ancestors called it the web of weird. And weird can be translated as destiny. But the web itself is woven with 3 strands, which we call the past, the present, and the future. For most people, the web of weird, Maya, illusion, the matrix, is something they will never be able to tap into or control. For most every human being on the planet, they are a victim of circumstance. And the architect of the matrix decides what will happen in their life. They will think that they are making all of the decisions themselves, but it is not they who are making the decisions, it is the architect. And I will tell you how to hack into the architect. That is the 4th tool. Before we get into that, we need to understand what the matrix is. The matrix is a web of conscious life force energy that responds to intention. But it doesn't respond to everybody's intention if they do not know what the matrix is and if they do not have the power and the access to tap into it. I'm going to be sharing with you exactly how to do that in these 4 tools. So, the first tool is what I call the destination and the map. So, while we are here in this matrix, in this illusion, while we are living out our virtual reality life in this web of life force energy that we have been dictated to by the architect, while we are doing that, we have a destiny which will give us what we will experience as the perfect career. Now, what is the perfect career? The perfect career is when the matrix pays you a lot of money to be yourself. I'll say it again. The perfect career is when the matrix pays you a lot of money just to be yourself. That is the perfect career. You have been programmed. You have been programmed with a very specific life path that will bring you personally the greatest fulfillment. Do you hate your job? Are you busting your ass going to school and trying to get a degree so you can do something that, a doctor or a lawyer that you think will make you a lot of money? Maybe that's what you're here to do, maybe it's not, I don't know. But what I'm here to tell you is that if you can become clear on what your destination is, then going after that exit, finding that destination, is actually the most fun you can have. So the way that I live my life is that I do not work for anybody. I don't have a career. I don't have a job. I made a decision a long time ago that I was going to make a good living doing exactly what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it. And I am doing that. So that is the first tool. The first tool is to know what the destination is. The destination is you simply being your true self and being paid a lot of money to do it. This is one of the most powerful tools, and it's the first one. It's the first one that you have to master. Because in order to get to your destination to exit the matrix, you're going to need resources. Right? So a lot of people know that they want to exit the matrix, but where is the exit? Some people have told you that the exit to the matrix, and I want to laugh because it's so ridiculous. Some people have told you that the exit to the matrix is at the North Pole or at the South Pole. Well, that's very convenient, because those are the two places that are the most difficult to get to. And let me ask you, how many people do you know have actually gone to the North Pole? And those that have they come back with stories? No, these are just rumors that you've heard. The South Pole, the same thing. The exit to the matrix is not a physical location on the planet Earth. The exit to the matrix is a portal to infinity within your own heart center. There is a space in your heart center, a very tiny space there, that is actually a portal to infinity. That is the exit. And just me telling you that, go and try and exit right now. Try and tap into it. Maybe you can. Most people can't. So the map and the destination will tell you exactly how to get there within yourself. Okay, so that's the first tool. We're going to talk about that in a lot more depth coming up. The second tool is the vehicle. So let's say you get the first tool and you know your destination and you have the map, so you know where you're going and how to get there. But just like in real life, if we're going to use the metaphor of the map, you can have a map with a destination, but if you don't have a vehicle, you're never going to get there. You need a plane, you need a car, you need a train, you need a bus. You need some kind of vehicle that's going to transport you to your destination. And that is simply power. Remember what I said earlier. The matrix is a web of life force energy. Now, sometimes just having the map and the destination for some people may be enough, but it may take them a while. If you have a vehicle, a very powerful vehicle, a very fast vehicle, and you have the map and the destination, you can get there a lot more quickly. And so, since the matrix is made up of life force energy, conscious life force energy, what is it that we need to communicate with conscious life force energy is life force energy. So you need to have a system, a technique, a technology by which you can plug directly into the matrix and feed off of its energy and use the energy of the matrix to propel you forward. Look, if you have the map and the destination, sometimes people take a bus. A bus will get you there, but it's going to take a long time, and you're going to have to make a bunch of stops. You're going to have to share your seat with a bunch of other people, and it's not the best way to go. So what you want is you want to take a Learjet. You want to take a spaceship. The more power you have, the faster you will travel to your destination, the faster you will exit, because you will need energy in order to get to this portal in your heart center which will tap you into infinity. I mean, I wish I could give you the picture in my mind because I've seen it, I've been there, I know what it looks like, I know what it feels like. But trust me, this is how you can get to that place within you. Okay, so the third tool. Now, if we're using the metaphor of the map, you've got your destination and your map, number one. You've got your vehicle. So now you have your supersonic Learjet, your spaceship, which will get you there as quickly as possible. Now you need to know how to navigate. So if we're using the metaphor of the vehicle, the car, you have to know the rules of the road. If you know the destination and you have a map and you have a car, but you don't know how to drive the car and you don't know what the rules of the road are, you're going to get pulled over, you're going to get into an accident, you're going to lose your license, and you might end up in jail or in the hospital. And this is understanding what the rules of the matrix are. So this is, some of you may have already seen the video, the 5 rules to master the matrix. I have an entire teaching on that. I go into depth on that. So number 3 is knowing what the 5 rules to master the matrix are. The 5 rules are important because the matrix, just like a computer program, operates on very specific rules. And when you know what those rules are, you can hack into the matrix and you can reprogram the game to suit you. So instead of you being controlled by the matrix, you control it, which means you have the ability to influence those strands of life force energy that are creating your physical existence. And you can change it. This is what we perceive of as being magic. This is what shamans have understood for thousands and thousands of years. And they seem like these magical creatures. They just know the rules of the matrix. That's it. Once you know what the rules are, you know how to get the matrix to respond to you. It has to obey you. So this is the third tool. Now, there's a 4th tool as well. And this 4th tool I call hacking into the architect. So remember I said earlier that there is an architect who is making all of the decisions in your matrix. You perceive this as being your fate. You perceive this as being a helpless victim. Maybe you see it as being a wonderful journey. But no matter how you view it, somebody is making the decisions. The religionists believe it is God, but it's not. The architect to your matrix is none other than your unconscious mind. We have 3 minds. We have the conscious mind, the subconscious, and the unconscious. Most people only know of the first 2, the conscious and the subconscious. But if you do not understand what the unconscious mind is, you can work with the subconscious mind for the rest of your life and you'll accomplish nothing. Or like most people, you'll have mixed results. So in order to get to the destination as quickly as possible, which is to exit the matrix, to create exactly the reality that you want to create, the fastest way to do that is to hack into the architect, which means you become the architect. Then you get to design and program your own matrix exactly the way you want. And the thing is, in that space of infinity within you, you have exactly what it is that you want. And I mean exactly that when you tap into that, the reality that you create is going to be beyond your wildest fantasy. And one of the biggest mistakes people make is they start to convince themselves that they think they know what they want. They try and create it and it never works for them. Many people aren't aware because they haven't gone deep enough into this space of infinity in their heart center to find out what the program is that they've put in there for this life themselves. When you can hack into the architect, hack into your unconscious mind, it's like you will be able to open up the secret message, and once you see it, you will go, of course, that's what I've always wanted. And then the path will open up in front of you. So there it is, the 4 tools to hack into the matrix. To get started now, if you haven't already, go to neo.thunderwizard.com, watch the intro videos. If you don't want to wait, spend the time, just go ahead and click buy now, and you can get access to the links to those video teachings.